Hey guys, it's Shelley Marie, your Ayurvedic kitchen coach, and today we're going to be making golden milk. Golden milk is going to be, or it is, a huge instrument with helping with inflammation. And so if you have anything that has to do with inflammation, arthritis, cancer, even monitoring or lowering blood sugar levels, this is one that you want to use. Today we're going to use 2 cups of milk. You can use organic milk preferably, or any nut milk. So today we're going to use coconut milk, but you can use rice milk, almond milk. Preferably one of the almond milk or coconut milk would work best for this particular recipe. We're going to use a little bit of ghee. We're also going to use some fresh ginger, turmeric powder, cardamom, and 3 to 4 black peppercorns. Why do you ask? Why the peppercorns? I know that sounds weird for a tea. But the black peppercorn is going to be the active ingredient for turmeric. Okay, so you need that to activate all the vitamins and nutrients, and that allows your body basically to absorb them. So we need that in here. So don't try to take that out. Okay, guys. You can use powdered or dry ginger, but I particularly like to use fresh ginger. And what I do, one of my little tricks that I do, and you want to use about an inch and a half, or a half an inch. And now you're going to just take a spoon and you're just going to press against this. That back of that spoon will take the skin right off. Sometimes I leave the skin on, but bam. Okay. Let me grab this. So we're going to take about an inch of ginger, slice it kind of thin. It doesn't need to be perfect because we're going to put it in one of these little tea satchels, and we just want to loosen it up so we're getting all those essence and oils out of those natural oils from the ginger. Okay, I have a small little spice bag. This makes it easier to get everything in. So once we get the milk and all the herbs and spices in there, and if you don't have a little spice bag, we're actually going to put in the pot to boil with, or to simmer with the milk, just get a little sieve and you're going to strain it, because you don't want to drink all these pieces. You can save them for later, do what you want with them, but when you're sipping it, you want to relax. You don't want to find all these little bits and pieces in your drink, okay? But for now, we're going to use this. It's just easier. I can pull it out and I can save it. I can reuse this a couple of times as well. So we're going to put this ginger in here. I'm going to add our cardamom, most important, the turmeric and the black peppercorn seeds. And bam, that's it. Tie this in a little knot. Make sure it doesn't come loose. And now we're going to get ready to put this in a pot and get it going. Okay, so when you're using any type of milk product, you want to make sure you're cooking it slowly, because we don't want to scorch the milk. We don't want to burn the milk and it starts to curdle like cottage cheese. That's not a good thing, because once you get that to happen, you kind of have to toss it out and start over, and we don't want to do that. So just make sure you're being patient with it. The overall cooking time is going to be no longer than 10 minutes. So once we actually get the milk temperature up, then that takes about maybe 2 to 3 minutes if you're doing it slowly, and then you want to cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So roughly around 8 minutes total, but no longer than 10 minutes, because I know electric stoves, they run a little bit different. We're working with gas, so we're rolling. All right, so you can see a little bit of the steam coming up. I know that it's starting to simmer. All that steam, that's letting me know that it's heating up. So now I'm going to throw my little satchel of herbs inside. If you're using dried herbs, you know they usually work best with this particular recipe, minus the fresh ginger. You can use fresh turmeric, which is just fine and dandy if you can find a good grade of it. You definitely want to use half of whatever the recipe calls for. So I'm saying use, a half a teaspoon of, half a teaspoon of turmeric. That's for dry. So you want to go half of that, so which would be a quarter. of fresh grated, and you know, you could kind of chop it up the way I did the ginger, put it in the satchel. Just know turmeric is, you know, it has that staining effect, so just be aware your hands will be orange or yellowish, but it'll go away with rub a little toothpaste on it and rinse it off, put a little lemon water on there, and it'll be good to go. So we have this in here now. Okay, so see these tiny bubbles that are popping up here? And you can see the water kind of vibrating. That's when we know it's simmering. This is, these are all the telltale signs, especially you see all around the side how it's getting that golden milk color that's so pretty. But that's when you know you're about 3 to 4 minutes away, once you actually see those bubbles and you start to see the liquid starting to vibrate. You can smell it. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells amazing. You can smell the ginger, the cardamom, even the earthy feeling of the turmeric. It's a root, so it's going to give you that earthy, warm, fuzzy grandma hug kind of feeling when you have it. Oh yeah, that's almost done. It's good. So I really love golden milk. It's one of my favorite go-to drinks, especially after a long workout. I've been starting my workout, trying to bring my sexy back again. And so it's been helping with the inflammation, any soreness and joint pain, so I don't have to take Advil every day. This is what I'll go to. It's a turmeric-based spiced tea. So we have turmeric, ginger, a little bit of cardamom, and black pepper, and it is absolutely amazing. In Ayurveda, we really use it because it helps so much with inflammation. And if you really think about it, inflammation is basically the beginning of a lot of diseases, especially cancer. It's the inflammation that rises that allows the body to be in an environment or condition to kind of feed all these illnesses. And this is going to help with that. It also helps with IBS, Crohn's, again, diseases based on inflammation and rising the heat temperature in the body. And this golden delicious milk will help you with that.
Good.
This is a 10-minute treat to myself. It does actually help relax the mind as well. So this is one of the things that my kids are starting to drink too, because they're very active in sports. They just love the way it tastes. Did I tell them that it was good for them? Absolutely not. That just is one of the hidden benefits of being a mom, and then also being able to get your kids, or even you, used to different flavors, used to eating things and drinking things that are highly beneficial. Not just do they only taste good, but they're actually benefiting the body as well. And in 10 minutes, you can have this too.